Hey, good morning, everyone. Beautiful pictures there, Val. Good morning, good morning. Oh, my goodness sakes. Morning, Julie, JW, Val, Jack, my Joe, Larry. Boy, do I have a story to tell you guys, but we'll do that after the market opens. My goodness. Most interesting evening for me last night. Okay, so let's run through the indexes really quick. Here's IWM, T-lines above the Trendicator, Trendicator's green, that's bullish. Diamonds, T-line above the Trendicator, Trendicator's green, that's bullish. Did we already look at the Qs? No. T-lines above the Trendicator, Trendicator's green, that's bullish. SPY, I guess. SPY. T-lines above the Trendicator, Trendicator's bullish. Rule number one, trade in the direction of the market. Pretty simple, really is. Now let's come into some charts. So when we start looking at charts with price action on them, maybe other lines, other resistance or support lines or other moving averages, that puts another layer in there. So we can, just by looking at those dark charts, we're bullish. We're in a bullish relief rally. We all know that the overall trend is still down. The bears still control us for the most part. Bulls are trying to step up a little bit. Here they're running up against the 50-period moving average. So it's really simple to analyze this. It really is. Take the guesswork out of it. Number one, convince yourself you should never be a top picker or bottom picker. I think that's a good rule to have. Number two, let's just a simple analysis. Above the 50-period moving average suggests that the bulls are still going to continue to be bullish. Because I use the T-line and I use that Trendicator right here, one could go to the T-line or one could go to the Trendicator, whichever, whatever you feel like. I'm going to split the difference because I use them both. So, very simple analysis, extremely simple. Price moves and remains above the 50-period moving average, we are bullish. Price moves and remains below, about that 375, we'll call it 376 area, that would put us in a bearish move back down to maybe support. Like this would be bullish move up into more resistance. It's super, super, super simple to break down a chart and trying to, decide what it's doing. If it's in this middle area, maybe there's not a good decision. So maybe it's best to just sort of pump the brakes a little bit. So then let's add another layer to this. So now we have a low, high, higher low, and this is a higher high. That's not the high. There's the higher high. And it looks like so far we're making a higher low. So what we're waiting for is a commitment. Chart-wise, we are still bullish. Price action-wise, we are still bullish. Everything is still working. I know Facebook, bad rap, Google's not looking so good. I get it. There's charts out there not looking so good. But if we look at the SPY here, and the SPY is just my market, so, somebody else might be looking at something else a little differently. But we can look at the SPY, we can look at IWM, we can look at the Qs, the diamonds, and they all look very much like this right here. So right now, if it wasn't for, say, political issues or rising rate issues, if it was just if we were trading based 100% solely on the chart, which I think we should be, then that is a bullish chart every which way from Sunday. We just have to watch it because we all know it could turn bearish in a heartbeat. And there's a lot of things out there that could push it over the edge. So just a little caution, I think. And it's really easy to break down the chart. It's just so simple right here to do it. All right, let's go look at a few charts here. Chewy's setting up 3/8 trap. Everything's kind of working right now. I'm going to go to this chart right here. Everything's kind of working the way we like to see a chart. We've got a low, high, higher low, higher high, a breakout. That's a bullish chart setup. Price in Chewy's case, price is above the 50-period moving average, the Trendicator, the T-line, 3/8 trap. So now, what else are you going to ask for? And it's okay. Kyle may say, well, I want something else. And if you do, then fine, put it on the chart. If we are concerned about some kind of resistance, then you need to stop trading until something's making a brand new high, okay, brand new all-time high. The fact of it is, with the SPY, let's look at the SPY here, let's shrink this up. With the SPY down like this, everything under the sun is going to have resistance. There might be some energy that does not. So there are charts that are reaching up for some new highs. But anything else, welcome to the world of resistance. Let's look at PFE here. I think PFE is still heading up here to 428.30, reaching up for that next little level where it popped a high. You can see here it popped a low here. That's creating a little bit of that resistance or target space is what that is. I think we're in the buy pin right now. It is a 3/8 trap if you trade those. A rally, rest, rally. It did rest a little to the high side, didn't pull back like this. But I think PFE is in the market. Let's see, Intel. Now I know Intel. I don't know this morning. I don't know when Intel reports. Is it this morning, midday, end of the day? I don't know. But the chart, I think the chart is dynamite. I think the chart looks absolutely wonderful. Pair of small candles here, bullish engulf, pullback rally, rally to a high, failed the 34 just like it's supposed to. Now we're pulled back in here above the Trendicator, above the T-line, a 3/8 trap. Just how you might want it. Now it's just a matter of how are you going to trade it. And if somebody doesn't know how to trade it, when the market opens up, ask. I mean, if you're new here, and I know there's some new folks in here, so don't sit back on your heels and just think the answer is going to pop up. Make sure you ask. We're glad to talk about it. This chart was on the list yesterday. I love this chart. I think it's a marvelous looking chart. You've got yourself a shoulder, a head, a shoulder here. You've got a top right in through here, little top line. All this is a nice base in here. We start to break out. Man, I see this gap up here as being filled. I see about 46.5%. I mean, this is a chart that I think needs some love. I think this is a chart that we need to pay attention to. For some people, maybe some members here are already in this. Maybe some are waiting for that, waiting for that breakout of the 34. Maybe some are waiting for the breakout of the 50 up here. Again, if you don't know how to trade it, let's talk about it in the trading room today, okay? Shop. Look at Shop. Shop's another nice looking one here. Shop is one that we could come over here and we could put that inverted head and shoulder chart pattern in here. Shop, we can connect these highs with these highs. We've broken out. Looks like Shop is going to challenge the 50-period moving average again today. Will it break through? Well, I can't guarantee it is, but I'm certainly going to be watching it. A breakout of the 50 period moving average will definitely move it up on the list for me as far as a trade goes. If you're concerned about any kind of resistance, you know the answer. Don't look at charts that aren't making all-time new highs. You guys all know that it is as simple as that. It really, really is as simple as that. So, here, let's draw this up here too. So you've got a little resistance right here, and I'm going to put a little resistance line, maybe about right here, okay? So we have resistance up there. Oh, damn it. Now what? Well, let's do this. How about you buy it somewhere in that 3064 neighborhood, and there's your resistance line. So the question you've got to ask yourself, who cares if there's resistance? Would you be happy with 16%? Simple. VLO looks like it might be trying to pop out. Little bullish J-hook setting up. Very nice trend here. Here we've broken out over these highs. We've broken out. We've tested. Looking really, really good. 3/8 trap. Again, if you're nervous about any kind of resistance up here, I'm just going to put one line right there, and then we'll put the top up there. And then all you got to ask yourself, yeah, man, I don't like that resistance area, so let's put the buy box starting about here. If you're okay with a 9% trade, there you go. USO. I like what USO is doing here. Yeah, this is another one. We can come in here and do this. Boom, boom, boom. Inverted head and shoulders is a reversal pattern. Some people use it as a buy pattern, so you could buy it in buy in as it's making it. I've certainly done that, but I think at the end of the conversation, inverted head and shoulders is a reversal pattern. Probably the best way, I think, to trade that is when we finish it. So remember the last few days here we've talked about construction. So there's your construction of the inverted head and shoulders. So now what happens is this becomes a buy up into this level here after price proves that, or moves up and puts that inverted head and shoulders pattern behind it. Now it has some room to move up here. Jack says earnings today. We're in the middle of earnings, so yep, a lot of things have earnings. Was today. Oh, shops. Okay, shops, yeah. Was today. So already this morning. Yeah. Here we are in the middle of earnings. I mean, it's it's earnings season. All right, that's enough. Let's see, DAL. Look at that. Delta Airlines, nice trend up. Let's do this here. Let's extend our trend. And I'm going to follow that little red line right there, which we talked about this last week. All it is linear regression, 7 days. This is from one of our members. Linear regression, 7 days, and it's using the Trendicator as its data source. What this member does is it just draws his eyes to the fact it's a trend. And then what he can do is this right here, extend it. Now, if you have a program that can extend that, that's really cool. So now this becomes a trade like this. Once I'm going to start down here, which I guess we could. We could count back 7 as well. So here, pull back buy, up, pull back buy, up, pull back buy, up, pull back buy, up, pull back buy. That's how he trades charts, just like this. Very, very simple. Watching price action and the trend. One more. QS might be trying to set up here a little bit of a bottom. I like these last 3 candles that's being put in here, pre-markets candle included. I like that. That may try to jump up. There is a fair amount of resistance right in through here. If the market was to get all kinds of bullish, then it could pop up and make some sort of a statement. Over the 50 might be a better trade overall. So Alrighty. Thank you so very much. I'm going to try to step out a little early today, keep this video a little short, and answer all these texts I'm getting, and why I have my phone on now noisy. You guys take care. When I come back, I'll tell you a story, an adventure, not a story, an adventure that happened last night. If anybody's familiar with Silver Dollar City, look at the news. I'll be back in a little bit. That Silver Dollar City in Branson. Look at the news. I'll be back in a bit.